think we've had a good training camp. Our We're probably as deep as a group as we've ever had, especially our blue line. Even up front, we're gonna have players that probably deserve to play that won't be able to play. Um, I do think we've defended in camp much better than we have in previous years, but we haven't generated as much offense in our scrimmages as I've hoped, and I think part of that is our puck management. We're turning too many pucks over. And I mentioned to the guys yesterday that we're playing an opponent that's already played a game. So when the game starts, we can either be the hunters and we can put pucks in areas and forecheck and reload and get above pucks and try to generate some offense, or we can, if we turn pucks over, we're going to be in a situation where we're going to be defending and blocking shots and playing in our own end. And I do think that first period, because they've played and we haven't, it's going to be important that we do put pucks in deep. And I don't care how they get in there. They don't have to be dumped in there. It can be skated in there. They can be passed in there. They can be placed in there. But you find your legs in a hockey game much more easier if you're on the offensive side of the red line versus on the defensive side of the red line.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, going from Olympic ice to back to regular ice. How has that helped or hurt your team? Because obviously you were recruiting one way and now you got to change to a different way.
Yep, I think it's going to help. When I got to Northern, we were recruiting to our rink. So, and our home record was very, very good. I mean, I think we were, the first couple of years we were 700-800% winning percentage at home. We weren't anywhere near that on the road because we'd have a team of guys recruited to play an Olympic sheet, and you'd get into a CCHA, which our league's a hard league anyway, into a CCHA battle against bigger, stronger opponents in a tighter environment. We ended up changing our recruiting style a little bit to recruit to our league more than to our rink, and I think that shows in our road record has been very good. Our home record has not been anywhere near where it needs to be. So now with the ice coming in a little bit, I think we're able to recruit to our rink and our league at the same time, which I think will pay big dividends for us.
What are your thoughts on preseason polls? Obviously, you guys are pretty high as we go into the season. You got to play the games on the ice, but people hunting you now, or are you guys still doing the hunting?
Well, I think the team that is at the top is an hour and a half to our east or to our west. So that's the team that everybody's hunting. What do they mean? I think I do think it's probably a starting point for where people end up, top half versus bottom half of the league. But within that top half and that bottom half, there's going to be, I think there's going to be some movement, and hopefully, we're able to move in the right direction in that sense. But they matter, but you got to play the games on the ice. You said it.